Summer is here and the living is easy, but maybe not losing the weight. Joining us now to tell us how we can still get that summer bod eating good fats is Dr. Eric Wood. Doctor, thank you for joining us. So I think a lot of people out there, they want to hear about this. Cutting fats completely, not what we want to do. Is that right?
Gwyneth Paltrow, Kobe Bryant, and Matthew McConaughey are all known for their great looks and great physiques. But what a lot of people don't know is they largely stay looking so great because they avoid sugar and eat healthy fat. And that is such an important message on the first day of summer when a lot of people are trying to get ready for bikini season, and 70% of us need to lose weight because we're overweight. So we've got to get those healthy fats in and cut the sugar because we're eating 22 teaspoons of sugar a day in this country.
A day? Really?
Yes. So that's 2 pounds a week. And you can basically just staple this to your stomach because that's where it's going.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about, like I said, we started this off talking about, the myth of that you have to cut out all fats. So what are some of the other myths when we're talking about weight loss?
Well, the low fat is a huge one because a lot of times in replace of the fat, they put sugar. And we don't have a system to tell us that we've had enough sugar because our body doesn't give us the messages like when we have fat in our diet that we've got enough to eat, that we can stop eating. So we've got to cut that sugar out by getting the fats in, which do give us the hormone and appetite messages that we've had enough, we're getting the nutrition we need.
Okay. All right, so you've developed a formula to kind of help us get on track with this. So break this down for us.
Exactly, the good fat formula. So a lot of myths are out there with fats. It's hard to know what to eat.
Right.
So the good fat formula keeps it simple. So G is for grass-fed animal meats. So things like beef jerky, super easy for traveling, great snack. And summer barbecue season is here. So why not throw on a steak, throw on some salmon, and eat the fat because you'll know when you're full.
Okay.
O is for organic olives and olive oil. So super easy with salads. Great garnishes. The second O is for organic avocados and nuts. So we've got some almonds here today. Any nut besides peanuts is great, and any variety of avocado is also great.
Okay.
And lastly is D, and D is for dairy that's raw. So raw dairy is much more nutritious because it's more digestible. We get more out of it. It's more nutritive, and it gives us the message we've had enough to eat.
Okay, so raw dairy, because that's another thing. You never know, milk is good for you, it's bad for you. So knowing raw dairy, that's important. You have a book that kind of breaks this down and helps us out as well, right? Because obviously, the formulas help, but having some supplemental, we're seeing it here, scientific fat loss. Tell us about how this book is going to help us with that weight loss journey.
Well, the cornerstone of this is about a nutritional approach. So it is about a lifestyle diet. I don't really like the word diet because it kind of connotes that you're restricting and you're starving. This is really a lifestyle to get people to understand what food is doing to us, understanding nutrients like fat, like protein, like carbs, and thinking about it in a different way and getting rid of a lot of those myths out there so people know how to put together a lifestyle that's actually going to work for them and not work against them.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, and so speaking, of course, about, I love that you say diet because we hear this a lot as well. Dieting, it also has that sense of a temporary solution. We want long-term solutions. So you've also got some substitutions that we can use long-term as we start 86ing the sugar from our diet. So tell us about the substitutions that we can have.
Exactly. So cutting out the sugar can be hard because it's in so many things. Ketchup, mayo, you name it, plus the obvious
You wouldn't think about ketchup and mayo being sugar.
5 grams in every teaspoon of ketchup.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to cut this up by knowing what to put in. So the first we've got here is organic stevia.
Okay.
Now, stevia is 8 times sweeter than sugar, so a little goes a long way. There's no calories, no insulin response, no glycemic response, so no flab.
Wow,
no
I
flab.
didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. Second, for baking is molasses. So molasses does have sugar, but it's much more nutritive because it's got B vitamins, magnesium, iron, lower glycemic index. You're going to get some nutrition even if you're getting a bit of sweet with it. And coconut palm sugar, our third item, is quite similar to that too. So lower glycemic, more nutritive, essential amino acids.
Okay.
Fourth is monk fruit. Now, a lot of people don't know about monk fruit.
I've never heard of it.
Monk fruit is not from monks. It is from a Southeast Asia fruit.
Okay.
Much lower in calories, in sugars, glycemic point, insulin, and it's got a great taste. So, you know, some of those sugar substitutes can leave you with the aftertaste that you don't like. This has got a great taste, and you can use it just like you should have sugar packets. Just pour it on like that. And then last, of course, we've got a lot of artificial sweeteners out there.
Right.
And a lot of people think they're doing themselves a favor with that, but they can actually make you crave real sugar more.
Okay.
So you can actually end up overeating. So we want to avoid these because they've got some other questionable problems too with them. And choose something like organic erythritol. So erythritol is made from fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
It's naturally occurring with, again, 0 calories, 0 glycemic index, 0 insulin response, 0 flab.
That's great. All right. So as you can see, folks, a lot of options to help us cut that sugar out and start eating the good fats, the healthy fats. And for more information on how you can do this, how you can get Dr. Wood's book, head over to CASA.com. We will have all the links there. Thank you.